Have you ever wondered why intermittent fasting is a common practice across many religions and cultures? It's a question that piques curiosity, isn't it? The practice of intermittent fasting, the cycle of eating and fasting at regular intervals, is a universal phenomenon that transcends geographical borders and religious lines. This ancient practice is not just a recent health trend, but a timeless tradition deeply ingrained in the fabric of human history. It's as if our ancestors from every corner of the world instinctively understood something profound about the rhythm of our bodies and the rhythm of the cosmos. They recognized that there are times for nourishment and times for rest, times for indulgence and times for self-restraint. The prevalence of intermittent fasting across diverse cultures and religions is indeed intriguing. From the spiritual fasts of the Christian Lent and Islamic Ramadan to the ascetic practices of Hindu yogis and Buddhist monks, fasting has been embraced as a means of purification, a tool for introspection, and a path to enlightenment. But why is intermittent fasting so universally adopted? What is it about this practice that resonates so deeply with the human spirit? Is there perhaps a hidden wisdom in these ancient rituals that modern science is only just beginning to uncover? This video aims to delve into these questions, to explore the rich tapestry of intermittent fasting across cultures and religions, and to uncover the potential benefits this practice holds for our health, both physically and mentally. We'll journey through the pages of history, the teachings of prophets, the findings of science, and the experiences of those who practice fasting. As we navigate this fascinating subject, we'll find that the practice of fasting is not just about abstaining from food. It's about self-discipline, mindfulness, and an intimate connection with our bodies and our environment. It's a practice that has the potential to enhance our overall well-being and enrich our lives in surprising ways. So, sit back and embark on this enlightening journey about the fascinating practice of intermittent fasting. Fasting, a practice as old as history itself, is deeply rooted in numerous religious traditions. Let's embark on a journey to understand how this practice is woven into the fabric of different religions around the world. In Christianity, fasting is observed as a means of penitence and deepening one's spiritual connection. The 40 days of Lent leading up to Easter are often marked by fasting or abstaining from certain foods. This mirrors the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the desert, resisting the temptation of Satan. In Islam, the holy month of Ramadan is dedicated to fasting from dawn to dusk. This is seen as a time for Muslims to purify their souls, refocus their attention on God, and practice self-discipline and sacrifice. The fast is broken each day with the evening meal, or iftar, which has become a celebration of community and gratitude. Hinduism, one of the world's oldest religions, also incorporates fasting into its practices. Fasting in Hinduism often corresponds with the lunar calendar and is seen as a method of purifying the body and mind. Some followers abstain from food entirely, while others may choose to eat only fruits or avoid certain types of food. In Buddhism, fasting is used as a tool to aid meditation and foster mindfulness. Monks and nuns within the Theravada tradition, for instance, do not eat after noon. This is not considered a fast, but rather a disciplined regimen aiding in simplicity and mindfulness. Judaism observes several fast days throughout the year, the most significant being Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. This solemn holiday involves a 24-hour fast, which serves as a time for repentance and becoming closer to God. Although the methods and meanings behind fasting in these religions vary, there are common threads that bind them together. Fasting is universally seen as a spiritual exercise, a means of purification, and a way to foster a deeper connection with the divine. It's a practice that demands discipline and self-control, and in return, offers a multitude of spiritual rewards. Beyond the spiritual, fasting has been recognized by science for its potential health benefits. But that's a topic for another scene. What's fascinating is how these ancient practices align with modern understanding of human health and well-being. As we can see, fasting is a shared practice that transcends religious and cultural boundaries. It's a testament to the universal human desire for spiritual growth and physical well-being. Whether it's done for religious reasons or health benefits, fasting is a practice that has stood the test of time and continues to be relevant in today's world. From the Bible to the Quran, from the Vedas to the Upanishads, fasting has been practiced by prophets and spiritual leaders. These revered figures who guided their followers towards enlightenment and spiritual growth often incorporated fasting into their teachings and personal practices. Take, for instance, Moses from the Bible, who fasted for 40 days and 40 nights on Mount Sinai before receiving the Ten Commandments. This act of fasting was not just a physical discipline, but a spiritual exercise, demonstrating his devotion and preparing his heart to receive divine revelation. The Quran too tells us about Prophet Muhammad, who regularly observed fasting beyond the mandated month of Ramadan. His fasting was a form of worship, a means to seek closeness to Allah, and a way to empathize with those less fortunate. In the Hindu scriptures of the Vedas and Upanishads, fasting was practiced by sages and prophets as a means to control their senses and attain a higher state of consciousness. They believed that by denying the body of physical nourishment, they could feed the soul with spiritual sustenance. Buddha, the Enlightened One, also practiced a form of fasting during his journey towards enlightenment. His practice, however, was more about moderation and balance, avoiding both indulgence and deprivation. These prophets and spiritual leaders, despite their different religious backgrounds, all recognized the value of fasting. It wasn't just about physical discipline or health benefits. It was about spiritual growth, humility, compassion, and a deep connection with the divine. So what can we learn from these prophets? Fasting is not just about denying ourselves food or drink. It's about taking a moment to pause, to reflect, and to reconnect with our spiritual selves. It's about understanding that we are more than just our physical bodies, that there's a spiritual aspect to our existence that needs nourishment and care. The prophets, through their practice of fasting, have left us with an enduring legacy that continues to inspire millions around the world. But what about the science behind fasting? Is there a biological and medical importance to this age-old practice? Let's delve into the scientific research and findings related to intermittent fasting. This practice, as ancient as humanity itself, has been examined under the lens of modern science, unearthing a trove of benefits that extend beyond the spiritual realm and into our physical well-being. So, what happens when we fast? When we abstain from eating for a period, our body shifts into a state of nutritional ketosis. This simply means that our body starts burning fat for energy instead of the usual glucose. This shift can lead to significant weight loss, a benefit that's often the first to come to mind when we think of fasting. However, the benefits of intermittent fasting go beyond just shedding a few pounds. It also has been shown to improve mental clarity and concentration. When in a fasted state, our bodies produce a protein known as brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF for short. This protein plays a critical role in learning, memory, and mood regulation. In other words, fasting can make you not only leaner, but sharper and happier too. But there's more. Intermittent fasting can help reduce inflammation in the body. Inflammation is a natural response to injury or illness, but chronic inflammation can lead to health problems like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Fasting triggers a process called autophagy, where our cells clean out damaged components, essentially detoxifying themselves. This can lead to reduced inflammation and a stronger immune response. And if these benefits weren't enough, fasting might even help you live longer. Research has shown that intermittent fasting can extend lifespan in various organisms. While more research is needed in humans, early studies suggest that fasting can lead to enhanced longevity by improving metabolic health and protecting against diseases. So, is fasting a magical cure-all? Not exactly. Like any lifestyle change, it's not suitable for everyone, and it's always important to consult with a healthcare professional before starting a new health regimen. But the science does suggest that fasting, when done correctly and responsibly, can have a profound impact on our health and well-being. Fasting is a practice that's woven into the fabric of human culture and spirituality. And now we're beginning to understand why. It's not just a spiritual discipline or a test of willpower. It's a practice that can transform our bodies, sharpen our minds, and potentially even extend our lives. Science, it seems, is only beginning to uncover the profound benefits of this ancient practice. Beyond physical health, fasting also has a profound impact on our mental and spiritual faculties. Now, let's delve into how fasting can enhance our cognitive abilities and spiritual connections. It's fascinating to consider how abstaining from food for a certain period can lead to heightened mental clarity and focus. Think of it as a system reboot, a cleansing of the mind, if you will. Scientific research indicates that fasting promotes the growth of new neurons in the brain. This process, known as neurogenesis, improves cognitive functions like memory, concentration, and creative visualization. Imagine being able to picture your goals and aspirations more vividly, to see the world through a sharper lens. That's the power of fasting. But that's not all. On a spiritual level, fasting is believed to enhance our connection with the divine. It's a common practice across numerous religions to fast before prayer or meditation. The reason? Fasting is said to clear the mind, making it more receptive to spiritual insights and divine messages. It's like tuning your radio to the right frequency to receive the clearest signal. And here's the kicker. You don't have to be religious to harness these benefits, even if you're not fasting for religious reasons. The practice can still help you achieve a state of mindfulness and inner peace. It can help you channel your energy into creative visualization, helping you manifest your dreams and goals. Say you're an artist seeking inspiration for your next masterpiece. Fasting can help you tap into that wellspring of creativity within you. Or perhaps you're a student preparing for an important exam. Fasting can help you focus and retain information more effectively. In essence, fasting transcends the boundaries of religion and culture. It's a universal practice that can lead to personal growth and self-improvement. It's a tool that can help you unlock your full potential, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Fasting, it appears, is not just a religious ritual, but a tool for personal growth and self-improvement. As we have seen, fasting is much more than just a religious practice or a health trend. It's a universal practice, deeply rooted in our history, transcending boundaries of culture, religion, and geography. It's a thread that connects us all, from the prophets of the Bible, Quran, Vedas, and Upanishads, to today's health and wellness enthusiasts. Fasting is a practice revered and respected by all. It's like a universal language, understood and spoken by bodies and minds alike, regardless of the tongue they speak or the faith they follow. The act of abstaining from food is not merely a physical exercise, but a mental and spiritual one too. And it's been recognized as such by every major religion in the world. The prophets understood the significance of this practice. They knew that fasting was not just a means to cleanse the body, but also to purify the soul. They fasted to strengthen their connection with the divine, to enhance their spiritual faculties, and to gain clarity of mind. But the wisdom of the prophets is now being echoed by the voice of science. The biological and medical importance of intermittent fasting is increasingly being recognized and supported by scientific research. Studies have shown that fasting can have profound effects on our physical health, contributing to weight loss, improving metabolic health, enhancing brain function, slowing down aging, and even reducing the risk of chronic diseases. But the benefits of fasting extend beyond the physical realm. Fasting can also have a profound impact on our mental and spiritual health. It can enhance our cognitive abilities, boost our creativity, heighten our awareness, and deepen our connection with the self and the divine. It's like a key that can unlock our full potential, helping us tap into the deepest reserves of our strength, resilience, and wisdom. But perhaps the most remarkable aspect of fasting is its universality. It's a practice that can be adopted by anyone, regardless of their religious or cultural background. Whether you're a devout follower of a religious faith or a secular individual, you can benefit from the practice of fasting. It's a tool that can help you enhance your physical health, boost your mental faculties, and deepen your spiritual connection. So, what are the takeaways from all this? Fasting is not just a religious ritual or a diet fad. It's a time-tested practice, a universal language, a tool for self-improvement, and a pathway to self-discovery. It's a practice that can help you improve your health, enhance your faculties, and deepen your connection with the self and the divine. Regardless of your religious or cultural background, the practice of fasting offers a pathway to improved health, heightened awareness, and a deeper connection with the self and the divine.